Thanks for watching Nightcap. I'm Zuri Hall, and let's get to your opening shots, the top 5 stories of the day. Shot number 5, an update in the Navarro County murders. County sheriffs say mother Guadalupe Ronquillo Avalle shot and killed her husband and kids before shooting and killing herself. Authorities say the murder-suicide probably happened last Thursday or Friday. The Dallas Morning News says a grandfather found the family of 5 in the home after he says he couldn't get in touch with them. Now, police have not identified a motive for the shootings, and the only weapon found at the scene, a semi-automatic rifle. Shot number 4, 3 Dallas Cowboys are getting sued. We're talking about Miles Austin, Anthony Spencer, and Brandon Carr. They, as well as Sports International Incorporated, sponsored a sports camp this summer. That's when the suit's filers said their child nearly drowned in a swimming pool. So they're suing for at least $1 million. Now, they claim the camp should have hired better lifeguards and made sure the pool was safe for swimmers beforehand. The lawsuit does not specify the child's injuries, but it says he suffered mental anguish, disfigurement, and physical impairment. Shot number 3 wants to keep you safer at the State Fair of Texas. Did you know it opens this Friday? Can't wait for that. Now, that's why crews are racing to get everything done. The fair says independent inspectors are there checking every single ride, making sure they are ready to go. And welders and painters are putting finishing touches on both new and old rides there in Fair Park. And I know you're wondering, yes, Big Tex will be there, but bigger and better than ever. The Icon is now equipped with a brand new fire suppression system after, well, you know what happened last year. Shot number 2 is almost done. Officials say work on the new West 7th Bridge in Fort Worth should be complete in the first week of October. The opening will put an end to the 4-month-long project. Now, if you're wondering, yes, the project is ahead of schedule by an entire month. Now, this is definitely great news for thousands of drivers who pass through the area every day. The project's contractor says we can expect to see lovely arches, stainless steel webbing, pedestrian walkways, and plenty of landscaping. Shot number 1 is soon to be number 1 in the whole world. Get this, the Texas Motor Speedway is installing a brand new HD video board, which will be the largest high-definition video display at a sporting venue in the world. Reports say the board, nicknamed Big Hoss, will be ready for the 2014 racing season. The display's measurements, are you ready for this? We are talking 218 feet wide and nearly 100 feet tall. That's crazy. Almost 80% bigger than Jerry's video board at AT&T Stadium. Oh my goodness. Construction is scheduled to begin after the AAA Texas 500 NASCAR triple header weekend next month. Okay, so your bonus shot is pretty lucky. The man who won the $400 million Powerball jackpot last week has come forward to claim his prize. The South Carolina man is choosing to stay anonymous, but he did tell lottery officials a pretty crazy story. On the day he bought his winning ticket, he says he wasn't even planning on playing the lotto. So lucky. His wife sent him to the store to get some hot dog buns, and when the store he went to didn't have buns, he decided to buy $20 worth of lottery tickets instead. Smart move. And get this, it was only the second time he's ever even played the lottery. Can't believe it, but it's true. Those are your opening shots.
Marfa, Texas. You know, that dusty town way out west. Home of the Marfa Lights, and the backdrop of some of Hollywood's classics like Giant and No Country for Old Men.
Would you hold still, please?
But Marfa is also getting attention in the last couple of years for its art. Like this faux Prada storefront, eerily sitting alongside a rural U.S. highway. Call it irony, if you will. It sits quietly on that rural route, not bothering anyone. That is, until the geniuses at Playboy decided that this would be a great place to do some artful marketing. They erected a giant Playboy bunny logo with a hot rod next to it. Well, it caught the eye of Texas Department of Transportation, and now it's got to go. The Prada store may be right behind it. Apparently, both of these art pieces are violating federal law, which says you need a permit to display signs along a U.S. highway. Okay, but isn't this art?
It is art. It's art. It's a statement. It's certainly not a sign. It's not trying to sell something. So I don't know why TxDOT is upset about it. I think it's a question of taste. Their taste didn't match the taste of Marfa or the guys that did it.
Surely some compromise can be reached. Nobody is selling anything here. It's only art. The artists were undoubtedly looking for attention. Although in the end, it's the wrong attention.
A great many Texans, a great many Americans feel that they don't have a voice. And so I hope to play some very small part in helping provide that voice for them. Madam President.
That's Texas Senator Ted Cruz beginning his feat to defund Obamacare. He says he will speak until he can no longer stand. Cruz's move comes as the countdown toward government shutdown gets closer. It happens in 6 days on September 30th, and Cruz says he is not participating in a filibuster because he doesn't have any real power to stop a vote from happening tomorrow. Happening today, though, President Obama addressing the world's problems at the UN General Assembly. Among some of the topics, Syria and relations between Iran and the U.S.
Each year, we come together.
Speaking on the world stage, President Obama addressed the United Nations General Assembly, hitting on topics across the globe.
The world is more stable than it was 5 years ago.
The president said he was encouraged by the new Iranian president taking a more moderate course. So he's ordering Secretary of State John Kerry to pursue a nuclear agreement with Iran, despite decades of mistrust between the two nations.
The roadblocks may prove to be too great, but I firmly believe the diplomatic path must be tested.
On the subject of Syria, President Obama called for a UN Security Council resolution that mandates consequences if the Assad regime does not go forward with plans to allow the destruction of its chemical weapons.
If we succeed, it will send a powerful message that the use of chemical weapons has no place in the 21st century, and that this body means what it says.
Staying in the Middle East, President Obama says he's not afraid to use force if need be.
The United States of America is prepared to use all elements of our power, including military force, to secure our core interests in the region.
The president also mentioned the assault in Nairobi.
In Kenya, we've seen terrorists target innocent civilians in a crowded shopping mall, and our hearts go out to the families of those who've been affected.
It's the weather, and I hope you're out there enjoying some of this sunshine at some point today. It's really nice, but showers and thunderstorms are on the way. I'll tell you when in just a second here. 93 degrees currently with winds at about 9 miles per hour and a relative humidity at just under 20%. Taking a look at current temperatures, we're hanging out in the low 90s right now. 91 in Denton. We've got 90 degrees in Decatur. We're at 89 as far west as Abilene and also as far north as Gainesville currently. Taking a quick look at radar, you can see for yourself, and not too much going on at all in North Texas right now. Completely clear, beautiful skies, and temperatures are really enjoyable. That's going to continue for the next few days. Mostly clear tonight with cooler temperatures. It's starting to feel a bit like fall out there. We'll hit a low of 62 degrees with winds between 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sneak peek at your morning, mostly clear in 65 up to a high of 92. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast later on in the show. But coming up next after the break, we've got the latest developments from Kenya. Hear what the country's president has to say about a mall attack. And later, officials for years have been warning us about the dangers of smoking cigarettes, but what about e-cigarettes? We're getting to the bottom of those coming up. You're watching Nightcap, a different kind of news.